Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and I'm back with another preview and prediction video. Today, I'll be doing the Army Black Knights. Let's see how this goes. Army last season went 9-4, 3-0 in the FBS Independence with a win in the Armed Forces Bowl against Missouri. They did have a heartbreaking loss against their rivals, Navy, 17-13, which was a come from behind win by Navy. They're going to be looking to avenge that loss this year, in my opinion. They had other losses this year, including at Ball State, at Wisconsin, and against Wake Forest. Two of those being Power 5. One, Ball State, that one's kind of out of nowhere. They had some good wins this year at Georgia State, against Western Kentucky, and against Liberty and Air Force. So, we'll see how they do this year. Now let's break out my notes and see what I got. Jeff Munkins is in his 9th season at Army. They run the triple option like all service academies have done. They're a very disciplined team, and they're in the independent. Unlike Navy, this means they are freely able to schedule whoever they want, whenever they want, and make their schedule a little bit less difficult than Navy's. Because Army, they don't have to play every team every year. Or specific teams every year, besides Navy and Air Force. So that means when they schedule to play a team, if they haven't played them in a while, they can sneak up from behind them. They can sneak up on them and maybe drive for an upset, like they did against Michigan a couple of years ago when they almost beat them in overtime. Army, on the spectrum of the service academies, is either one or two. Them and Air Force are around the same wavelength on skill, on potential, and everything like that. So, and their team, very veteran on the offense, almost all juniors and seniors besides a wide receiver and an offensive lineman. Defensively, about the same way, only one sophomore starting. So, let's look at the schedule and see how they'll do. They don't have an easy schedule this year to start out. Two of the best Group of 5 schools are who they start out playing. They play at Coastal Carolina and then against UTSA. Now, Coastal Carolina, I'm very high on them this year. I don't think the Army's going to be able to beat them. They can make it close with the way they play the triple option, but I think Coastal Carolina's offense is going to be too much for them in the end. So they start out 0-1 before coming back home to play UTSA. UTSA, very good at running the ball, but I think the triple option and Army's defense will be able to slow them down enough to make the game the way that they like to play. I think that they pull off a win against UTSA and then play Villanova the next week and get a win there. 2-1 before going into their first bye week. They have 2 bye weeks because they play Navy the week after the conference champion. Well, actually, they have 3 bye weeks. That's interesting. They don't play in week 0. Why do they have 3 bye weeks? That's crazy. Anyways, they usually have 2 because of the Army-Navy game that's played after conference championship week. So anyways, after their bye week, they play Georgia State. Georgia State is around an upper, above average Sun Belt team. I think Army will be able to take care of business there and then get ready for their game on the road at Wake Forest. This is going to be a difficult game. They played Wake Forest last year and lost in a shootout where they lost 70-56. I think it could be a similar scoreline. Wake Forest has around the same as they were last year, and talent-wise, they still have Sam Hartman. They still have a lot of other receivers, still have a lot of pieces on offense. I don't think Army's offense is going to be enough to keep up with Wake Forest, so I think this is a loss. 3-2 before playing Colgate at home. You're not going to lose to a toothpaste. That's a win. So you're 4-2 before you play Louisiana Monroe. Louisiana Monroe is around the middle of the pack to below average Sun Belt team. You should take care of business. That's 5-2 before your second bye week. Then after that, you play Air Force. Air Force is, like I said, around the same level as Army. I do think that they get you this time. They're going, like you are with Navy, they're going to be looking for revenge from last year as well. I think that they're going to have more firepower than you and are going to be able to get the win. So that's 5-3. Yes, 5-3 before you go on the road to Troy. Troy, like Louisiana Monroe, middle of the pack to below average Sun Belt team. You should take care of business. Then you play UConn, one of the worst FBS teams. That'll be a win. Then you play at UMass, again, one of the worst FBS teams. So before your third bye week, you are 8-3. After your bye week, you play the annual Army-Navy game, one of the best rivalries, one of the best traditions in college football. And I think you come out with a win. I think Navy is still going to be still one of the around average team. They're going to be around mid to below average in the American Athletic Conference. And I think Army's going to be fueled by the loss they took last year to Navy to want to get a win. So, there you have it. I think Army finishes the season 9-3 and makes a pretty good bowl game. Probably, again, the Armed Forces Bowl. I don't remember the last time Army lost the Armed Forces Bowl when they've been to it. It's been a while. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I have a lot more of these on my channel that I have in playlists, so if you'd like to check those out, it'd be greatly appreciated. So, I hope you all enjoyed, and Go Dogs.